So, the electronic triple, E3 2016, is just a week away. Literally, my favorite time of year. I'm not even joking. It's like Christmas and E3. My favorite time of year is just a week away, and the hype, my boys, is just, it's killing me. It's killing me. So I just have to talk about this thing. It's time to give another entry in my wish list. So, number 2 on my wish list was SoulCalibur VI. You guys can check that video out in the description below. I'd greatly appreciate it. And thank you all who have already watched it and commented on it. I really appreciate it. That video actually got a bigger response than I thought it was going to be. And that excites me. That really does. Thank you guys very, very much for watching that. I really appreciate it. It means a lot that, a lot of people actually care about that series a lot more than I thought they did. So that's great. Thumbs up to you guys. But yeah, it's time to talk about number 3, which just so happens to be a 6th installment as well, and that is Elder Scrolls VI. Yes, I know, this game's even more impossible than SoulCalibur VI. There's no way Bethesda, Todd Howard's team, is working on this game. There's no way. Fallout 4 wasn't even a year ago. It's impossible. But honestly, I think that this game's just a little bit more possible than we are to believe right now. I think that there is something going on. There's some hints. There's things that are alluding to this possible announcement. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you those things. So first things first, before I begin, Bethesda, last year, their first press conference ever at E3 2015, blew everybody away. It was an extremely amazing show. I absolutely loved it. It was still today one of my favorite press conferences of all time. Whether you're talking about, showing off that Dishonored 2 trailer, that beautiful, awesome CG trailer, or Doom. I mean, they showed just a lot of the campaign, which, everyone's like, man, well, I'm just kind of looking forward to the multiplayer. That's actually the best part of the game is the campaign, bro. Like, seriously, it was so fantastic, which just released recently, and again, to everybody's surprise, it's a fantastic game. And of course, can't leave off Fallout 4. That announcement alone made E3 great. It truly did. And of course, announcing that release date, literally 6 months after that day, hands down, that's like one of the biggest E3 moments of all time. Like, it's in the top 5, it has to be. Just Todd Howard getting on stage, and you knew right away, as soon as he got on that stage, we know what you're going to be talking about. Like, everyone was cheering, and everyone always cheers when someone big steps on the stage. But they weren't cheering for Todd Howard. Not all of them were cheering for Todd Howard. They were cheering because they knew what he was going to be showing. So, great, fantastic show that Bethesda put on last year at their press conference. But this year, things are a little bit different. You see, last year, there were some rumblings, there were some rumors, some kind of leaky stuff going around that they were going to be showing off Fallout 4. And we kind of knew. We knew that, Bethesda was going to be showing off Fallout 4. Why would they even hold their own press conference, if they're not showing off Fallout 4? It was time. It was time for that game to come out. It was time for that game to be shown off. But this year, why the hell is Bethesda having a press conference? We all know that Dishonored 2 is in their barrel. We all know that they're going to be showing off some gameplay of that, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. But what else? What else does Bethesda have planned for us? Fallout 4 DLC? Elder Scrolls Online? Battlecry? I don't think that any of those things really warrant an entire, an hour-long press conference. I really don't think so. So there has to be some kind of big, huge announcement to warrant that entire press conference alone. And I truly do, I think that Elder Scrolls 6 could be that big announcement. And just how crazy would that be? Really? That would get them even a higher, more just positive praise than they were last year. It really would. I would be more blown away with the announcement of Elder Scrolls 6 than I would have of Fallout 4. I think that if they want that same wow factor, if they want that same pop, that same just everyone just talking about Bethesda, that's the way to go. I truly think so. I think that that's the way to go. But is it possible? Are they even working on this game? I have to believe that as soon as they finished development on Fallout 4, they immediately jumped on Elder Scrolls 6. That's how Bethesda works. That's how they've been doing games. That's how Todd Howard's team works. They talk about this in all these interviews. They're like, yeah, as soon as we finished Oblivion, we immediately started working on Fallout 3. As soon as we finished Fallout 3, we immediately started working on Skyrim. So as soon as they finished Fallout 4, I'm guessing that they immediately started working on Elder Scrolls 6. So there has to be at least a little bit of something to be shown off, And I'm not saying, when I say that they're going to be showing off Elder Scrolls 6, I'm not talking big chunks of gameplay. Like, I'm not saying Todd Howard's going to get on stage and start playing the game. Like, no, it's going to be a very small tidbit teaser, just some music, just kind of the tone and maybe the title, and no release date. That game is not coming out this year. No way at all. They're not announcing a release date. Just a small teaser of what the game is actually going to be titled. Going to see their new font that they're going to be using for this next installment, and that's it. That's all I'm expecting. Actually, you know what? What I'm really expecting, let me get into my prediction mode here. What I'm really expecting is a Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Remastered Edition. I'm actually expecting this. I think that is a high possibility. It makes sense. Skyrim being game of the year, one of the high-selling games of all time. It's a huge game in pop culture and everything. It's just a big, really big, awesome game. Bethesda's okay, yeah, you get it. It's a big game. I'm done talking about it. I think it's a high possibility that we could see that on PS4 and Xbox One. It makes sense. I think that you'll see Todd Howard get on stage and everyone will be like, oh my God, Elder Scrolls 6. And he's going to be like, okay, so today we're going to be talking about Elder Scrolls V on PS4 Remastered Edition. Yeah, get excited, guys. It's going to have all the DLC, and people are going to be like, oh, great, okay, yeah, okay. But I think that it's a troll, it's a ploy. I think that he's going to use that, and that is a real game. It will come out this year, and I think it'll be really cool. I will probably play through it again. I could go through another playthrough of Skyrim, why not? But I think that'll kind of trick people, and then after he finishes showing that off, he'll be like, oh, and also, by the way, guys, Elder Scrolls 6, check this out. And it's just going to be a small little teaser, as I mentioned earlier. If it plays out the way that I just mentioned, I would literally fall apart into tiny little pieces and have to put myself back together again. I am not even joking. I would start crying. I would literally start crying. The hype would just, I would explode into millions of pieces, and someone would have to put me back together again. Someone. That would be absolutely amazing. That would blow everybody away. The internet would break. Everyone would be so happy, and I think that that's a possibility. And just even talking about Elder Scrolls 6 being a possibility, oh my goodness, man, E3, I love you. Love you so much. Good God. I think that, oh my goodness, just incredible. I think that would be just so incredible. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. I really am. It's awesome. It's awesome. I hope. I really do. And again, I know that this one is truly reaching for the stars. It really puts the emphasis on the wish part of the list. But that is the purpose of this list. It's just to give out games that I think that, the games that I want to see at E3. I want this game at E3. And man, this one's actually kind of possible. Maybe it is a little more possible than SoulCalibur VI. I mean, there's some precedence to it. I think that there's definitely something. You can't deny it. You can't deny the stuff I mentioned earlier about their press conferences not really having much to show. You can't deny that Elder Scrolls 6 is impossible. Like, you can't. So, yeah, you could go ahead and try. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let me know what you think of what I had to say today. Let me know what you think of Elder Scrolls 6 being a possibility. Do you want to see this game? Do you want to see Todd Howard and his team just take a little break, maybe just simmer down a little bit? Just comment below and let me know. Hit that like button if you were excited as E3 as much as I am. Hit that like button if you were excited for Elder Scrolls 6 as, being a possibility. And just hit it if you enjoyed anything that I had to say today. I really greatly appreciate it. Just hit that like button. Also, you can subscribe as well. I appreciate that as well. You can get a lot more E3 coverage, gaming videos, anime, manga, film, and everything in between. You can also follow me on Twitter at Fumencho7 for updates on this channel and all that stuff I mentioned earlier. And that's pretty much it. The hype is real, my friends. I'm trying to get out as much E3 videos as I possibly can. Not sure exactly what my E3 plans are going to be yet. I think I might be doing some reactions with my good friend PhenomSage. If you don't know him, you can check him out in that previous video. I'll probably put that in the link in the description as well. So I might be doing some reactions on his channel, or he might come aboard to my channel. We haven't figured it out yet, but we're going to do something. We have to do something. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.